Like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds or Empire Clans What Blitz will stop posting.
Hey there, welcome back to today's video. Today I'll be talking about the currently on sale Celestial Dragons bundle with the WZ1 12-2 and the Type 62. So it's not going to be like a guide video really, it's just kind of just about the tanks and about the bundle. So first of all, I wouldn't get these individual tanks that they're selling for, because $11.99, $7.99 for just for individual tanks with no equipment, no camo, nothing, just the tanks itself in a garage slot. That's a little overpriced. So the Celestial Dragons bundle comes with both tanks, which is already a good deal for that price. And not only that, you're getting the legendary camos, attachments, and equipments, full equipments on both tanks. So that's like an amazing deal. That was literally the price that they sold like the K91 and the Kampfpanzer and the T55A just for the tank itself. So you're getting two really good tanks, pretty good tanks, and fully equipped also. So first I'll talk about the WZ1 12-2. So before I get into some live gameplay, I'll just show this replay. It was a pretty good one, so let me see if I can find it. Falls Creek. Okay, so this tank is really good. First of all, the armor is amazing on the front. The frontal armor on it doesn't have a pike nose unlike most of the IS tanks, so you can angle it just like a regular tank. And then it's also got a really strong turret, just like the IS-3 and the IS-5 and tanks like that. It's got really good side armor, just like any other IS tank. Sorry for the lawnmowers. I'm not sure if you can hear it outside, but there's like lawnmowers going crazy right now. It's just the neighbors, but sorry about that. So, if you can hear it. So, it's got really good turret, frontal armor and side armor, so you can angle it just like a regular tank. The gun is just like any standard IS tank gun. And then what's really nice about this tank is the mobility. It's got a 42 kilometers per hour top speed and 20 kilometers per hour for reverse speed, which is really good. That's like a medium tank. And the nice thing I noticed also, you saw right there with that RU-251, even though it's like a Russian gun, Russian accuracy, I noticed I get a lot of good RNG in it and get a lot of shots that hit that should have missed. Like that RU-251, I should have missed that. I just shot just because, and then it managed to hit. And then it's got APCR standard ammo, so it's got nice shell velocity also. And the penetration on the standard is pretty good. So yeah, the really nice thing about this though is that reverse speed. It goes 20 kilometers per hour backwards, which is the same as like a lot of mediums. Even some mediums can't go that fast backwards, so you're able to back out like really quick. Say I'm going 15, then you don't have a pike nose, so you don't have to worry about like angling. You could just angle it just like a regular tank. It's really good at side scraping also, so I can side scrape here and then I bounce the object. Oh wait, no, he didn't shoot me, but the gun actually, I don't know, it seems actually pretty good for a Russian. There we go, we just bounced the 640 and 400. We got hit by the T95, but we bounced from a BL10 while side scraping. And then we're at already 2k damage bounced, and then this tank bounces so much. It's got like really good armor on pretty much everywhere, and also the nice thing is it's got mobility, which like the Object 252U is better like for tournaments for sure, but this tank is fun for like just like random games because you got the mobility, which is something that you really need in random battles. Not so much in tournaments, but in random battles. So there we just bounced an ISC 152, which is probably the BL10. So it's got like that armor is really good, and then not only is your armor good, it's not as good as the Object 252U, but the nice thing is there's no like big weak spots at all. The Object 252's got that big lower plate, but this one, the upper plate and the turret is not as strong as the Object, but instead you got like no major weak spot. You got like a small lower plate, but it's pretty small. It's really good at face hugging also. The turret is strong. And it's got pretty good damage per minute, like better than the Object 252. So this tank is like it's good for tournaments, but of course the Object 252 is better, but this can work. So that was the replay. it was so not like a great game, but I bounced 3k damage in the end. You saw that, and then which is a lot. So that's the WZ-112-2. So I'll do a live game on the WZ-112-2, and then I'll do one on the Type 62. So this won't be like a guide thing really, but if you want like a guide on either this or the Type 62 or both, then let me know in the comments and I'll make a WZ-112-2 and Type 62 guide or whatever you want. So we have a game in, let's see, we have tier 9s there, but then we can go either way really, because we have a strong turret. So I'm actually gonna go to C. That T-34, I don't know. It looks like our team is split up, which is not good, but I have mobility, which is nice. You go 42 top speed going forward, so I'll just kind of play in the middle and then see where the enemy team goes. Because the nice thing is, it's not like a slower tank where once you choose where you go, then you have to stick there. So we found a flash. So this is not good. We don't have cover here. So the armor is good, but it still, you get destroyed. Ow. Yeah, I'm dead. So yeah, that was a really bad game. Let's just exit to garage right there. I probably should have chosen to go one way or the other, but the team just split up like randomly. Okay, so now the Type 62. We'll do that. So before we get into like a game, it's got pretty much zero armor at all. The turret looks kind of strong because it's almost like a T-62A type of thing, but 45 millimeters on the front of the turret, and then it's angled, but still you won't bounce much unless if they're like tier 6s, then you'll bounce some. But the speed is really good, 41 kilometers per hour average speed and 73 degrees rotation per second. And then a really nice thing about this tank is the heat penetration at 250 millimeters, which is basically the same as the Smasher's heat penetration, but you're having that on a light tank. So you have 250 millimeters of heat penetration on a light tank, so you pretty much penetrate anything in its tier for sure. And then I'm running gun rammer just because even though you're getting only 175 more damage per minute, you already have good penetration, so there's no really need to. So let's get into a game in this tank. So basically how I play the Type 62 is just like a normal light. You go spot first at the beginning of the map. So most maps have like a spotting area in the middle usually. So I go spot, see where the enemy team is going and stuff, and then I can turn around and decide where to go if I want to flank or whatever. And then you want to do like hold down if you can, because even though it's got a weak turret, the turret could bounce, but the hull for sure won't bounce ever. So we got this nice speed. I'm going like about 60, and I think 60 is the top speed, yeah. So we'll go right over here and see how many enemies went here. They only have one medium and one light, T-34-1 and a VK-28, so not really anything we need to worry about too much here. And it looks like all of our team is going this way, which means I'll just flank. You have to be kind of careful though, because you have no armor, so you could get nuked by T's, and if like you get surrounded, then you're pretty much dead. So I can't advance too much, but I'd like to spot some of their slower heavies from behind. Okay, there we go. There's a VK-28. So you have like really nice damage per minute, like with like a 4.8 second reload. That's with gun rammer, and you do 200 damage. So in like 5 seconds, you're able to do 400 damage, and this is in like a tier 7 light tank. Okay, that. So let's load some heat, and there we go. We penetrated the KV-3s on the turret. Cause it's got that 250 millimeters of heat, but we got hit by 400 damage, so it's better to stay with the team for now. Ooh. So you're able to pretty much perma-track TD's tank. Oh, that didn't track, but that's okay, he missed his shot. Which means I can track him right there. And then he's dead. So the thing I really like about this tank is the mobility, of course, and the gun. Like, it's got that crazy damage per minute, and also the penetration on it. The standard is okay, but then the heat penetration is amazing. I'll load. Oh wait, never mind. I can just use standard. So we're like constantly firing shells at this KV-3 and then getting out a lot of damage on it, and then you got mobility so you can circle. So this tank is it's not necessarily like it's pretty good, but it's not like overpowered, of course, and it's but it's like a I got destroyed. But it's more like a fun tank in my opinion to play. Like you could just like, if I'm like getting like stressed out from matchmaking or whatever, I go to this tank because it's fun to play, and then it's tier 7, so it's not too bad. But then if you want the WZ-112-2, I'd say is pretty overpowered. It's you see a lot of them like on the battlefield not doing well, but that's just because a lot of people just buy it and then they think that they'll do good. So yeah, of course don't buy it if you're like not like a super experienced player. But then if you are, then you should get the WZ for sure. It's a really good deal. And then of course the one that comes with the Type 62, because Type 62 is also a fun tank. And then WZ-112-2, you can use that in tournaments if you don't have an Object 252. You can use that as your heavy. So it's pretty useful. It's just a fun tank to play. I forgot what my Blitz stars was on the WZ, but I think it was good. So that was a victory. That wasn't a good game at all though, but I've had like a bunch of, you get a lot of good, oops, sorry, the lawnmower. You get a lot of good games on this. Sometimes not the most damage, like for example this game a while ago that I got today, but then you bounce a lot. I think it was that game. And then, wait. Let me see. So yeah, I'm pretty consistent in the WZ for sure. The Type 62 I've gotten nuked a few times, and then so it's not really like a good tank. It's just like it's good, but it's more like just for fun tank. The WZ-112-2, I don't have many battles on it really, but so far every single battle was good on it. So let me check. The video's been 13 minutes so far, so I could do another game on the WZ, but I don't want to make this video too long. So I guess comment down below if you want a WZ-112-2 guide, or like a video on about the 112-2. And I don't know, the Type 62, you could comment if you want that too. But the 112-2, yeah, just let me know if you want to see a video on that. And then other than that, that's it for today's video. Not really that long of a video, but hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then don't forget to like the video, and if you saw the intro, then like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds, or Empire Clans or World of Tanks Blitz will stop posting. But yeah, so if you're new to the channel, then if you like our content, then don't forget to subscribe. And again, sorry for the lawnmower outside, it's really loud. Hopefully it's not too loud, but other than that, see ya.